Capricorn, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Each month I offer special offers with great discounts. So if you would like to know more information about the special reading I'm offering for the month of November, just contact me and I will gladly provide all the info that you need. Also, if you would like to support and donate my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link also down below. So, Capricorn, I do feel like the month of November is one with this very fair share amount of positivity being kind of brought to you in a very, it's like in a glimpse of a second, some of you can have this bright insight or perspective or opportunity of something that maybe you have been confused about, or something you haven't really decided that you wanted to do or imagined that you could do, and suddenly it's like in a blink of an eye there's something that changes your perspective completely, and where maybe you feel ready and you finally take charge of something that you have been kind of slow about. It's like Capricorns that have been slow or too passive about pushing forward with their aspirations in terms of career, in terms of projects, in terms of animation of their lives. It's like moving, traveling, seeking new opportunities, changing home, or going after the person they love. Whatever that is, there's a conqueror energy here. It's like a hunter energy that's really going to provide some stimulus in the month of November for the better. I really do feel it's for the better, to provide a sense of I can win this, I can conquer this, I can make this happen. So doubts are kind of being eclipsed out of your life, or at least, of course, in some area that you have been struggling with finding, a more assertive energy. There's a sense of you being really assertive about what you want and about what you don't want. And I feel like some of you are actually very it's like some Capricorns in the month of November can be on the spotlight. Some of you can be really recognized by what you are doing. So if you are considering about launching something that could be online, or a book or something that you would like people to see, it's a great time to present yourself and your creations, because there's a high chance of them being noticed, appreciated, and of you succeeding at something that you really want to succeed. If this is not about your profession, it's also about your charisma. This Queen of Wands is showing up a lot for the three signs I've read so far, and I get a sense that it's going to show up more. And the Queen of Wands is that fantastic fire vibration within us all that makes us feel good about who we are, about what we have to offer. Is what we call when we have our spirit aligned, okay, with the rest of our other traits. Usually it's mistaken with, excessive ego, narcissism, overconfidence. Not like this. This is something that is really about you knowing your worth, knowing what you have to offer, knowing that you have a vision just as anybody else. You have an individuality, okay? You are an individ with particular thoughts and feelings and ideas and conceptions of reality that are worth being shared. So what I want to say is that your original self, that part of you that is just unique, is just about who you are and about things you like to do on your own terms, this is what's going to be stimulated. So yes, it can be seen as being a little bit provocative or a little bit maybe arrogant, but in reality it's about you trusting who you are and not shutting down your voice or changing the way you want to really be, because someone else may not like it, or someone else may feel a little bit intimidated by it. So the Queen of Wands is an energy that I really like, because it brings joy and it brings confidence. Yes, when it's not used in the best of ways, let's say, it can make for a little bit of a troublemaker energy. It can make for a person that believes it can get away with anything they do by using their charms and their allure. But of course, that this is a risk that shows up with all cards, as good as they can be. It depends on the way we understand what's going on, and the way we actually allow that empowerment to rise through us and show us in reality what is about. Because usually when the Queen of Wands shows up, it's about you empowering the whatever type of uh, let's say lack of liveliness you have been feeling. And I feel like this Queen of Wands will affect in particular your charismatic approach to life. So you may put more colors in everything you do. You may put much more of a creative connotation in everything you do. You may feel ready to embark on adventures that, or take some risks that you have been afraid to take, because you will feel ready. It's like a sense of readiness in the month of November, which is particularly interesting. Some of you may be considering to again move, travel, explore. This can be an exploration. That you have two cards of victory together. I'm going to show you. It's like your soul is, and your spirit is commending you to open up those roads less traveled and be fierce about it. It's like, be that force of nature and that teach all of us what one single man can do with passion. That's the word I was looking for about the Queen of Wands. Passion. She is so passionate about everything. Everything has her fire in it. And this is what makes a difference when we are trying to launch a project, an idea, when we start a relationship, when we want to do something. If there's no desire and passion in it, it won't work, because sooner or later we will feel fed up and saturated. We will not feel inspired. We will not feel fed by what we are doing. So I feel like your independent version is really showing up. It's like things you want to do and start in your life independently are charging ahead. It's like from now until the end of the year, it's like I feel like some Capricorns are speeding up. It's like speeding to the maximum even. Some of you, especially Capricorns that have been feeling like things were really slow and not happening and just confused and with a lot of doubts and a lot of confusion. Suddenly, again, it's like I really feel like the month of November brings to you this moment that everything changes. Like in a blink of an eye, poof, whatever question marks or whatever doubts, whatever answers you felt like you needed, suddenly they just appear, or you just see things in a complete new way that allows you to not delay things anymore. Or maybe some of you will realize that you have been all along just wasting time, and you were all along ready. You just needed to have that acknowledgement on your own. I do feel like some of you may be recreating from the past. So with this Magician and Six of Cups here, you may be going it's like you may be recovering aspects of your innocence, aspects of your old dreams, aspects of your old let's say old ideas, old projects, things that you used to dream about that some of you have given up on. You may be going back and recreating them. It's like taking the past to the present and shaping that, with your colors and your vision, your thoughts, and then putting it out. It's a time to put things out, to be more of a, I don't want to say public. It's not like, not everybody wants to have their work, or needs or works in areas that needs to put their work on that public in that public element. But it's a time where you may feel much more of a need, let's say, to have your what you do in life recognized. It can just be by you and your boss, you and your loved one, you and your family, as it can be you and the world. It just depends on what you are doing and your ambition. If you have been feeling like you don't know where to go, you don't know what you really want to do with your career, you really don't know what you want to do with your life, it's coming. That acknowledgement of starting to do something and making things happen, it's coming. And you will not sit on the couch for Capricorns that are feeling like you're not doing anything significant with your life. You will not sit in the couch much longer. There's a real push. Maybe because Saturn is about to come into your sign, so Saturn won't really make you um, rest that easily. It's a time of hard work. It's a time of climbing up the ladder of your life, of success, of what that peak of the mountain means to you. It doesn't mean that it's about money. It doesn't mean that it's about fame. It doesn't mean that it's about success in terms of your who you're seen to be or your creations. It could just be the peak of the mountain can be you becoming the best version of yourself, if that's the goal for you. And what this is implying is that you have so much stamina, and it's like a pulse. It's like the pulse of life driving you to start climbing and feeling like motivated in ways that maybe you haven't been feeling lately, to climb and reach the top of the mountain and see the view and feel like finally you are maybe accepting things about your life and about you, or seeing the positive traits of you that you haven't acknowledged before, or you are feeling free or freer than you have been feeling lately. So whatever that top of the mountain means to you, it's a time to start climbing it, and it's going to be climbing it with a thrill. It's a thrilling month. It's a thrilling direction that I'm feeling the majority of you are starting to go towards. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, donating, and commenting to my channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.